Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I am back, and it is time for some more Starcraft 2 AlphaStar action. It has been a hot minute since I recorded a video, and so as of me putting this one up, yeah, I recorded this probably just a couple minutes before or whatever. So that's kind of exciting, the fact that everything that's going on to the channel now is going to be current for the most part. And yeah, I'm excited to shake off the caster rust and cast some AlphaStars. So, in the left-hand side of the map, we have got an unranked Protoss player. Gonna be trying to take on Alpha Protoss. So we've got ourselves a PvP, a mirror matchup. Mirror matchups where the biggest test of skill happens as you and your opponent are working with the same tools, but that doesn't necessarily mean players are going to play the exact same way. There's wildly different strategies that you can pick per matchup, really. Now, it looks like the unranked player is just going to be going for a double gateway opening, double gateway, double gas, whereas AlphaStar will be doing its usual gateway expand, the build that works very well for it, and rarely gets successfully punished. There's a cyber core, all that good stuff. Now, ladies and gentlemen, seeing as how, oh man, it's been a minute. Seeing as how we got, let's see, 9 buildings on the map right now. Let's go for 9 likes on this video. I think that's a good number to go for. Now, of course, if you are new to the channel, you enjoy watching these AlphaStar videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button, as the channel is probably going to be going back to daily Starcraft 2 every day. I know this video on the channel was a little bit late, but after this, I'll probably have have a buffer put on the channel again so that it won't happen again, guys. I'll try my best, but we do take a look here. We've got a Sentry and a Stalker on the way for the unranked player. AlphaStar going for the 1 Adept, likely to be followed up with a 2nd Adept. And it's kind of interesting how that works out for AlphaStar's build, because, I mean, because of the timing that it takes its opponent to cross the map, as long as AlphaStar has its units postured defensively, or doesn't go completely across the map, it's going to have 2 units. Enough to stop the first 2 units of its opponent, which is pretty important. Now, a Stargate's on the way for AlphaStar, so the AI, it's already got up this Nexus on the low ground. It's now got a Stargate building, and so it doesn't really seem to be missing anything. I mean, it's got tech. The Robo is a little bit earlier for the unranked player. The unranked player, however, has a later Nexus. But it does kind of make me happy to see that the unranked player isn't just trying to do an all-in and gonna fail at doing that all-in. Because the AI is a master of holding, it's gonna head into more of a macro-focused game. Pylon or shield battery gets built there in order to stop AlphaStar's Adepts. However, the Adepts weren't really planning on going in at all. Hallucinated Phoenix runs into the real Phoenix of AlphaStar, so the unranked player is going to know that that is a threat. Oh, what are these probes doing? I guess they were just waiting to transfer. A couple of Adepts shade in, but then they cancel that shade. It looks like they're going to run to the natural, though potentially grab a few probes. Looks like they get one, just the one. So good reaction from the unranked player. However, the Adepts are now actually going to shade into his main base, and this is about to get real nasty here for the unranked player. He's going to be chasing down these Adepts. He should be able to kill them relatively quickly, but if we take a look at the worker count, the damage has already been done. AlphaStar surging ahead in economy, dealing damage to its opponent, is putting the unranked player in a very tough spot. 24 probes to 41. I ain't no mathematician, but that is not a good number at all for the AI, or for the human player. That's a good number for the AI. We also see AlphaStar just being like, this is around the time I'd normally get attacked, so 4 shield batteries? Those 4 shield batteries getting thrown on up. Now, unfortunately, this version of AlphaStar doesn't actually have the the shield battery overcharge in the game. It would be cool if we get to see the AI use that at some point. So hopefully we do see a more up-to-date version of AlphaStar come out. Now, the unranked player is still just sitting back for the most part. However, he's going to be taking damage from these Phoenix, loses a sentry immediately. He is trying to ward out those Phoenix. He's still building up his probe count, so things are not terrible for the unranked player. As, I mean, his probe count's 34, not great, not terrible, but it's not like he's just sitting back on 20 probes, waiting to die, like some players have been against AlphaStar. Phoenix lifting up more probes, getting a couple of kills. The unranked player trying to move into position, intercept that Phoenix, kills one of them, nicely done. However, these Phoenix are definitely getting their money's worth in damage, lifting up more and more probes, lifting up the sentries, taking out those key units of the unranked player. Stalker's trying to kill off those Phoenix, but a lot of damage has been done by AlphaStar. If we take a look back on AlphaStar's side of the map, the AI is pretty much just making Phoenix and Immortals, playing that kind of Protoss mech style that we sometimes hear about. Okay, the Phoenix gonna be coming back on in, but they get zoned out. However, the damage has already been done. 12 probes have gone down this game, the 3 sentries. AlphaStar is sitting on a very healthy 51 probe count. There's a chance we'll see a 3rd Nexus go up soon. Or is the AI just posturing for an attack? I mean, a Warp Prism is on the way. And that's what you need in Starcraft in order to make an attack like that work. A Warp Prism to reinforce as you attack. The AI probably just realizes that I got 9 Phoenix, I can lift up all of the Stalkers and the Immortal. And what does that leave the unranked player with? The answer is not a lot. The unranked player is now warping in some Adepts, some more Sentries. But he doesn't have any shield batteries that is natural to help him out against a potential attack. Although it does seem that the AI is just sitting back for now. Anyways. Okay. Stalker's trying to chase down the Phoenix, but they're not doing that good of a job. I mean, the unranked player has neglected to go for Blink this game, has neglected to go for anything regarding a Twilight Council, and is kind of just building gateway units, which is not a good strategy. He doesn't have a forge any upgrades for them. He's just making units, and it looks like he's planning to go for an attack. We'll see how well it's going to work out for him. As far as the unit count goes, I mean, he's got the numbers advantage in the Adepts, but he's down 2 Immortals. Then there's the 11 Phoenix, which will come into play, which are just gonna kill, like, all the probes on the unranked player's side of the map. So this is gonna have to be a very successful all-in from the unranked player. We'll see if AlphaStar is able to make the hold. I get the feeling that the AI will be able to. He's got lots of shield batteries to retreat to. Stalkers and Adepts trying to go up the ramp, but good force fields from AlphaStar. The unranked player does evacuate those Adepts, though. So good job on that. We see more Adepts being warped on in. These players are skirmishing. Force fields going down on both sides. This may actually be a close fight here. The Adepts doing well against the Zealots. The Adepts tanking for the unranked player. Stalkers putting out as much damage as they can. One of the Immortals almost goes down for AlphaStar, but great lift with the Prism there to keep it alive. AlphaStar's got 4 Immortals at the top of the ramp. The unit count is starting to wear thin for the unranked player, and AlphaStar is going to take the game. And I just want to point out there that we saw a hallucinated Archon get made. Look at that, a hallucinated Archon just wanders through force fields. I never thought what would happen in that situation, because the regular Archons break force fields, but obviously hallucinated ones can't. And so, that's kind of neat to know. Okay, here we are into the second match for this video. We are on the map Kairos Junction with different races here. In the top left-hand side of the map, we have got Alpha Zerg, which just sounds awesome as usual, the Alpha Zerg. And in the bottom right-hand side of the map, we have got a Diamond Terran, a Diamond in the rough. Gonna be having to take down this AI. It's happened before, though. We have seen Diamond players beat AlphaStar. It's not a common thing, but it does happen, so we gotta give this guy the benefit of the doubt, see what he is gonna be able to make happen. No proxy barrack, so we can already rule out that strategy. But we'll see what he's going to get up to. Maybe a good old battle cruiser rush, something like that. I think that's a great strategy against the AI, because the AI does seem to have a hard time understanding like how much it should commit in situations that are not going well for it. I mean, usually fights and things will go well for the AI, but like when it comes to like the AI having, say, like 4 stalkers against a battle cruiser, it'll be like, sure, I'll just kind of want to attack but can't because I know I'll die, but then I still got to attack it, and so the AI will kind of derp out a little bit there. But yeah, for now we'll just sort of see what build's going on. The Diamond player SCV scouting, checking out the hatchery timing and all that stuff, which is good to see. SCV scouting is part of a healthy diet for Terran players. We see there's the refinery on the way. Actually, wait a second, there's a second refinery on the way for the Diamond player. That's not normal. And the Diamond player realizes his error, cancels that, got a little bit ahead of himself. Gotta build that extra command center, build the factory, build the supply depot, and then that extra gas generally. So the Diamond player is like, wait a second, this isn't a TVP matchup. This is a TVZ, I need to build that CC. And so he does. SCV for the Diamond player, hanging out at AlphaStar's 3rd base location, can just be a pain, potentially block that. The Reaper, interestingly enough, is staying home for the Diamond player. Now, this is something that that the Diamond player doesn't really need to do because the SCV scouted. The main reason you go for an SCV scout is that it can give you that peace of mind to move across the map with your Reaper, and you basically see, okay, the hatchery has been built before the spawning pool, see the spawning pool timing, know that it is just going to be like regular Ling timing, so you can poke across the map with your Reaper and not have to worry about being backstabbed too much. We do take a look, there is a starport on the way. The Diamond player is going to be able to swap this factory, swap that barracks, start making some Hellions, which is really good, seeing as how AlphaStar has made a large amount of Lings way before Speed's even done. Going to be potentially catching this Diamond player off guard, however. I'm not sure what just mass Speedlings are going to do against a Diamond Terran. He can always just raise the wall, he's going to toss down a grenade, he's got Hellions building. As long as he raises that wall, he should be fine. Gets a supply depot kill, but AlphaStar really is committing in this situation. So this is one of the builds which AlphaStar is playing like the oddball. The Reaper's going to start working away on these Lings, but the Hellions are now done. Ling speed finishes up just at that second, though. And that's going to complicate things for the Diamond player. He can't just poke those Lings with his Hellions. And oh my gosh, that is a lot of Lings for AlphaStar. 30 Lings, 3.5 minutes into the game, which is just crazy. No 3rd base for the AI. The AI is now going to go into droning. This is definitely a build that works better for the AI in ZVZ or in TV or in ZVP. That was a good Hellion shot for the Diamond player. He is going to chase the Lings away, but he's still got to be careful. That's a lethal amount of Lings that can surround this Hellions. He'll feel better moving out once he's got, say, 6 or so. And oh, look at this. What an odd build from the Diamond player. A 2nd factory already, so gonna be meching. The type of mech remains to be seen. The Diamond player's also got himself a bit of a nasty supply block going. Ling's getting pushed away by the Hellions. This is quite a good number of Hellions here. So they may be able to start moving across the map, bullying AlphaStar, by the way, which took a different expansion since there was this SCV that blocked its expansion. The drone's like, nope. The drone stabs the SCV and says, get out of the way. This is 5 minutes into the game. You're not supposed to still be at my 3rd. AlphaStar will kill off that SCV. Is now going for a double expand, but could potentially be facing a lot of Hellbats if we take a look. I mean, there's already 8 Hellions for the Diamond player. He's making more. He's getting Blue Flame. He's getting up an armory. This could be a very, very nasty Hellbat attack. These Hellions are going to roll on in, start hitting this 4th base of AlphaStar, force a reaction. If the AI is just going to keep building Lings, though, that's probably not going to be the answer, particularly if these Hellions transform into Hellbats. So the Queens are going to move down, zone away those Hellions. However, the armory is about to be done for the Diamond player. He's going to be moving on in. Is he going to transform and go for it? Or is he just going to wait for that Blue Flame upgrade? Either way, it's just going to slaughter slaughter Zerglings. So these Hellions, they move on up. Are they going to transform? The answer is no, and this is getting a little bit dicey for the Diamond player. He doesn't want to overcommit with his Hellions, have them get surrounded by Lings. He's got more Hellions that have just finished up. He's got a Liberator moving across the map. He probably is just waiting for his blue flame before he goes for an attack, and this is going to be roasting and toasting. As there we go, these Hellbats are going to transform. They're a little bit early though. There's about 10 seconds before that blue flame's finished up. However, the Hellbats will still do very, very well against these Zerglings. The Lings just melt. Now, can these Hellbats keep going forward? Can they kill off the Queens? AlphaStar microing back its Queens. The AI has always had good Queen micro for the most part, keeping back those injured Queens. The Hellbats are starting to wear thin. These Hellbats are going to potentially kill off this hatchery, which will be nice for the Diamond player. He's forced the drones to run away from from the third base for a little while. However, in the end, I mean, since AlphaStar got such an early fourth base, that doesn't actually set the Diamond player ahead, really. The Diamond player doing the classic thing, which I absolutely give a thumbs up. If you're floating a ton of money, just build a couple of CCs. It'll pay off in the long run if the game goes long. Then he's just going to be throwing up these extra factories. He's making a siege tank. So yeah, the attack, it kills off one of AlphaStar's hatcheries. However, I'm not sure that was enough damage. So we're going to be seeing the Diamond player send out Hellions in multiple different directions. One to the north, one to the south. Gonna definitely be looking for some drone kills, which is another strategy that I really do approve of. I mean, if you're going for some harassment, it's better to do multiple attacks, as one's more likely to succeed. We see these Hellions are going to move in. This hatchery's rebuilding. There's a chance that if these Hellbats transform, they could kill it off. Instead, they're just going to run towards the natural. Nope, never mind. They turn around. A little bit of hesitation there from those Hellions, and they will end up just backing on out. We take a look. There is one armory going right now for the Diamond player. Second one's about to finish up. He's getting up more of his factory production. I mean, he's meching along. And AlphaStar, I'm not sure it's got an idea of how to deal with 200 siege tanks, or late game, which mech definitely leads into. So there's a chance that AlphaStar could lose this game still. I mean, the AI is likely to go for a big roach attack, if I imagine. So if the Diamond player can defend a big roach attack, I'll say he's going to be in a good spot to potentially carry this game later on. We see those refineries getting set on up at the third base, so the Diamond player going to be floating over that orbital, taking his third base. He's starting to build a good count of siege tanks as he's making 3 at a time, which is very, very important against a Roach Ravager composition. We see this Viking moving out on the map, finding an Overlord. Got 3 kills, actually. Going to be getting his 4th kill, which is no joke. That's a lot of kills for one Viking. Now we take a look. Hellions see these Ravagers, so the tanks are going to have to set on up for the Diamond player. The Liberator probably wants to set on up too. However, these tanks are on top of the hill. AlphaStar is just going to go for it, though. Corrosive Biles get tossed on down, but they are not completely on the mark. The Roaches and Ravagers are taking a lot of damage. However, it looks like they are able to crash through here. The Liberator's shooting as much as it can, but it looks like these units are going to get picked off, and that the army of the Diamond player is not going to stand strong enough, it seems. Tanks getting set on up, but yeah, the Diamond player not having his Hellbats in their, or those Hellions in their more tanky Hellbat form, the Diamond player maybe not splitting his tanks enough, led AlphaStar just to crash through with the classic AlphaStar big Roach Ravager Queen attack. Everything's coming for this attack. A tank gets set on up, but it gets Corrosive Bile down right away, and it looks like that the Diamond player is just going to fall to this big attack. GG, AlphaStar takes the game, wins both matches in this first live video that I've done in a while, which is cool to see. AlphaStar, I come back and the AI kicking butt as usual. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Trying to hit 10,000 subs by the end of the year. Join the Discord, which is linked below. And then there's also the membership program, which is linked below if you do want to check out those various perks you can get. I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. This has been LaughNgamez.